Production Beats.
AJ, goddamn, dog.
What up?
This interview is long overdue.
That is.
I actually had an interview with you, but our audio went shitty.
Right. Golden Gloves, right?
Yeah, Golden Gloves, man. But no, but I'm glad I caught you. You know, getting caught up with you now. Man, you guys got things hopping here, bro. You know, I have heard a lot of good things, and from all the fighters, the whole team. You know, everybody's really in a happy place. Everybody's in. Life is good.
Yeah.
That top notch right now.
It is.
But man, so with all this going on, man, with all this corona and all the craziness in the world, you've been able to keep your focus, keep the team united. Tell us, how's it been, man? It's been difficult.
It's been cool, man. It's been rough at times. You know, when the pandemics first started happening, you know, when they shut everything down, you know, we kept going. We kind of just, if you don't know where the gym's at, a lot of people don't know where, like, even here.
Yeah.
So we were able to keep it going. We stopped the kids from coming, but like a lot of our pros kept coming. We had pros that were fighting. Justin was supposed to fight April 3rd at the First Bank Center, so we never stopped training with him. Lugo was supposed to fight, I think somewhere around there too. Eric had a fight. So like a lot of our pros just were lined up, so we never stopped. And then a lot of people don't know this, but I got sick. I ended up in the hospital. It got pretty bad, man. And so we shut down for a little bit, you know, probably for like a month. And then I think around the end of May, we just went back at it, dude, full force. And, you know, here we are, you know. We're just going.
Yeah, so, things are looking good, man. I mean, Justin just won a title.
Yeah, Justin just won a,
you know, that's big. You know, hopefully we reach out to all the people that are, you know, haven't heard of who he is.
Straight
you know, he's local.
Justin is, I tell this to people that don't know Justin, he does MMA, but he's Colorado's best kept secret, like as far as, you know, just combat sports, if you want to call it, because, dude, I've never done MMA until I started working with Justin and Lugo, and I never wanted to. I hated it, but I'm a boxer, you know what I mean? I'm a boxing to the core. And
yeah.
So, you know, MMA, I was always like, man, whatever. But after like working with Justin like about a year ago, dude, I mean, we clicked. I love, dude, his work ethic is out of this world. Lugo's the same thing. Lugo fights the 21st in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. He's on TV. Same thing with him. Like, so yeah, Justin won that world title, and it's just crazy. Like, a lot of people don't know him, and I've introduced him to this boxing with people like you, Daniel over at his squad. You know, we got, you know, Junebug and Sean were sparring with him, getting him ready for the fight, and even they were just like, holy shit, like, yo, this guy's legit. You know what I mean? Like, he was hanging with Sean, and you know Sean's a beast, dude. And Justin was giving him 6 rounds. Junebug, he's a beast.
Yeah.
These boxers in Colorado can't hang with him. Justin was in there, you know, 6 rounds. And so it was just like, you know, so it just opened up the boxing world to MMA. And it's cool.
No,
man.
I've been lucky to have known Justin and seen him fight before.
Yeah.
You know, but there's still that separation from the MMA and the boxing world.
There is.
And I think if we're able to, how you doing, Mike? Good. How are you? Good, man. Good to see you, man. All right, brother.
Have a good night. That's Mike Lears, baby.
What's up, baby? How are you, man? See you guys, man. See you.
Good?
Yeah, thank you, guys. Thank you.
Good seeing you, man. Take it easy. Good.
Next time, yeah?
Yeah, just call me.
Yeah, you know, there's been that separation from the boxing world to the MMA world. But I think more and more as time going by, I've seen that, you know, there's a little bit more of that recognition you know, crossing that, you know, that spillover. And I've been lucky to see Justin fight before locally, and say, man, goddamn, the guy's exciting to watch, you know, and he's got the charisma. You know, he's a full package, man.
He really is, and I think, you know, the big thing I think is, you know, you're a boxing dude. I think once you see, like, for me, you know, and I think you're the same, and I think a lot of, like, Daniel, when I've introduced Justin and Lugo, I think what it is like once they see him how hard they work and how like they're not boxers, but they ask questions, they want to learn, you know what I'm saying? Like
they're students of the fighting game.
Students of the fighting game, dude, and they both of them they soak it all in, and they don't act like they're not teachable. You know what I mean? And that's what I love, man. I think that's, like you said, I think once that gap starts, like, you know, coming together, I think boxers and MMA guys, you know, they would see it. So it's like, yo, man, they're all students of the game, like you said. These guys are hungry just like these guys are. You know, and it's like.
Hey, gracias, bro.
Hell yeah. Thank you, bro.
Definitely. We'll be there. We'll come back and do another follow-up. We'll get closer with
The fight. All good. Sounds good. Good seeing you guys.
But yeah, man, like I said, it's tight, man. Justin's dope, and you know, Lugo's shit, man. I wish you could have met Lugo tonight and put him on camera, because, hey, dude, like, Justin's dope. He's the full package. Like, I always tell Lugo this: he should do boxing. Dude, he's a beast on the stand-up game. Like, his boxing's out of this world. Like,
I've been able to see Lugo fight as well. You know, just being around the Spartan Law Combat League when I was helping Jeff. You know, but I've never really sat down and had a good long conversation with him. I'd love to do it.
Next time you guys come down, we'll set up. You know, it's not. He's cutting weight. He fights next Friday, dude. He's you know how it is.
I know how it is, man.
Right now, man.
I've got boxers that don't want to talk to anybody. That's you know, and you gotta give them their time, man. You give them their time, and it's all good. You know, that's why, like, you know, Fernando. You know, I told Fernando, man, you know, we cut this short, we cut this any moment you want.
Yeah.
I know you're tired, I know you got to do your thing, and no, but you know, he was cool, man. He was loving it.
I love Fernando, man. Fernando's been with us for about a year now. Not even a year, less than a year. Man,
I've seen improvement every single time.
Yeah, you've seen him.
I've seen improvement with him every single time. And the thing is, the dedication that he's got and the loyalty he's got to the team and to you, I think goes a long ways. You know, I think it helps him even in the ring to get better.
Right.
Because he's fighting for more than just himself.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, no, dude, I love that kid. Like you said, dude, he's dedicated. Like that's the best way to describe it, man. Like this dude, he lives, eats, sleeps, and shits this. Like calls me, hey, AJ, what do you want me to do? AJ, hey, where do you want me at? Like AJ, like right now that he's cutting weight, sending me pictures every time he steps on that scale. Like, am I good? Am I good? What should I do now? What should I do now? It's like, man, you can't ask. That's a coach's dream, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, dude, he's tight, man. You know, I tell all these guys, you know, Lugo, Justin, Eric, Colton, Jared, and then all the little guys, you know, those are just all the pros, you know. We got a whole team of amateurs, you know, and we got we got a new crop, and then we got the old ones, you know, and it's like we still got Grace, you know, still #1. Junior, he's that #3 right now in the nation. Let's see, Jeremiah, he just won the tournament up in Nebraska. Jose just won his first national tournament at the one in Nebraska. Gabby, dude, Gabby's a beast. Like, yo, dude, like, it's a trip, man. Like 6 months ago, Grace was running through her. Grace ain't doing that no more. Like, this girl just...
So they level each other up.
They level each other up, dude. And it's like, when Grace comes back from her little vacation, she better be ready. You know what I mean? But it's time. But it's time, dude. That's what I'm saying. Like, I've been telling all the guys, you know, Eric, when he's ready to go pro, he kept asking, like, am I ready? Am I ready? And I go, hey, man, right now is the best time because we got a good team. Dude, our team is solid. You know what I mean? Like I said, from the pros to the amateurs, you know, we got about 15 amateurs, and dude, these kids, they're hungry, dude. They're in here. I come in here at 4 o'clock, and these kids are in here at 4 o'clock with me. And we don't start practice till 5, and they're here already. You seen it when you guys walked in, like they're already coming in. They're lacing up. They're hitting the bag. Hey, coach, let me get some mitts, you know, before we start practice. Like, dude, I love it, man. So,
hey, man, you remember? So you know, you were coaching not too long, a little while back down in Loveland.
Yeah, that's where I started.
Out of your way. And you know, when whatever moves were made, when you moved out of there, you look back and you said, damn man, fuck, I lost that spot. But I said, man, it's all for something better down the road.
People always ask me, so Top Notch, I got to give you like a little backstory. So like you said, we were in Lebanon since 2009. That's when I first opened up. And dude, I didn't want to leave Lebanon. I loved it there. The first opportunity we had was over at the Redarte Center. We didn't want to take it. You know what I mean? Everybody was like, it's a city thing, blah, blah, blah. And there's nothing against the Redarte, but being with the city, they just got a lot of rules, restrictions.
Yeah.
You can't run a boxing gym how we...
Your program.
Right, yeah, we can't run a boxing gym how we run a boxing gym. And so for a while, we kept saying no, and then finally, yeah, whatever. There were some people in place still that didn't work out. So then we were going to your gym. And dude, we love you guys for that, man. Like, I always tell people, hey, Ghost Town, that, G-Town all the way, right? Like, that was our thing. It still is our thing. Like, we haven't seen you guys in a while, but bro, I always love what you guys.
Yeah, definitely, bro.
You know what I mean?
It always is, man.
It's tight because we had our core group. You know, we were practicing with you guys every night. We were getting ready for Silver Gloves together, national tournaments together.
Went to Cali.
Right, and then this came up where they asked us about this gym, and I didn't want to. You're the one that was like, AJ, like, you know what I mean? Like, I think after we talked, I want to go back to Lebanon, back to our spot. But talking to people like you, before Santiago passed away, I remember he gave me a good little spiel about it, like, AJ, what are you waiting for, man? Like, we came into this gym a little over a year ago, and Mike, old man Mike, this is his spot, but, he's 70 years old now. It was kind of dwindling down. He had Justin, he had Lugo, he had a couple other MMA guys, but not boxing, you know what I mean? He had a program in here before, but, they kind of flaked off, did him whatever, but, so he was just like, AJ, come through. Same thing, we didn't want to, like I said, we talked to you, talked to Santiago. Came, and a year later, here we are, man.
Here you are, man.
We got about 40 kids and about, 10 or 12, new guys that are all competing, whether pro-am or pro, plus our original, 10.
Yeah.
So it's probably, the best thing, like you said, man, don't hold back.
Don't hold back, man. You'll feel it right away when it's right.
Right.
And I'll tell you what, we get...
Bye, AJ, thank you. We'll see you next week.
Have a good night. That's Gabby. That's Gabby.
There you go. What's up, Gabby? It's like, we've heard it from the boxers, who AJ is, the dedication that he's putting into them, the time that he's here, the work ethic that you have of opening up, showing up, mentoring them and giving them the advice that they need and walking them through their training camps. We've heard it from them, and we've heard it from all of them. But who really is AJ? Who mentored AJ?
Man, who mentored AJ?
Where did AJ come from?
AJ came from, I think, just the man I am now, man. I just came from a lot of bad decisions and just coming up rough and rugged, man. We grew up, me and my brother, we grew up, gangbanging and not really having anybody really leading us and showing us, other than older dudes from the streets. But we had good dudes in the streets that were older that was just yo, man, the moment you get an opportunity, run with it. This shit ain't for you, you know what I mean? So, my brother did his time, I got in my trouble, here, there, went there. And I think, just not to say that I didn't have good people when I was younger, but, cause it was far and few between, you know what I mean? But I think just seeing, just my behavioral patterns. And then in 2015, I'm just gonna be honest, man, my son died. My youngest son passed away. When that happened, that's what made me look back, man, and I looked at all the bad mistakes, you know what I mean? I had a gym already, but I wasn't really fully, I had good kids, you know what I mean? But I just wasn't committed like I am now. But when my son passed away, it just made me realize, man, yo, for one, I'm alive. You know what I'm saying? For all the stuff me and my brother were involved in, and we had homies that died, overdose, prison for life, prison here, or whatever. I'm yo, I'm alive, I'm out here. I got something going for me. And then when I started looking at the gym, I just saw everybody looked up to us, man. Because the big thing is I tell people yo, these kids, they realize, hey, I know that, dude. Like, my dad knows you, my uncle knows you, my cousins know you. You're from the same areas that we come from. So, like, they just understood us, you know what I mean? Like, we could get to them. And so...
Where are you originally from?
I'm originally from Greeley, man, but I moved around, you know. I lived in Texas, Minnesota. I was out in Chicago. Man, we went everywhere, man. And I just kind of like, so Greeley's my home, you know what I mean? Like, my family is real strong here, and like, everybody knows Vasquez family, like, who we are around here, so. But like I said, man, I think when I look back at that, I just realized, like, yo, I got something to offer.
So how did boxing find you?
Well, that's where I was going to lead into, man. Like, me and my brother, we were boxing since we were kids. You know, we started off here when we were in Minnesota, we were boxing. When we became teenagers, we started really, we were getting better, and we started messing with this guy named Robert Johnson. He was from California. I don't know if you remember him. He opened up a club in Loveland back in like the late 90s, early 2000s. And right around when Ryan, Grimaldo and all them, right before they went pro, because they were still boxing with
Glenn
and them, yeah. So they were in the gym.
You boxed amateur with me before there at the end, and then
at the very end.
Yeah,
so it was before he went with you, and then when he went pro,
yeah.
he was still with them, and his brother and their dad Ray, right?
Ray,
yeah. Yep. So I remember them because we were a couple years younger, but that's when we went with him, and dude, he's the one that really put like the love and the passion, like, because he was like hardcore, like, bro, he was like a no bullshit type coach. Like,
yeah.
I remember him taking us to a tournament. And dude, like, he put us like in an open type tournament, you know what I mean? Like, and we weren't. Oh man, I remember him like slapping me in the second round, like, get in there, I'm gonna get you after. And I just remember I tripped out on it, but I loved it because that's just the type of dudes we were, you know.
Yeah.
And so like, I always respected him because he was just straightforward. Like, hey, we're here to train. You know what I'm saying? We're here to be the best. He's the one that installed me. I tell all my kids, you gotta have this mentality. Like, you walk into every gym, you're the best one in the gym.
Yep.
It's not being cocky. It's a one-man sport. That kid's trying to hurt you, so you gotta know that you're better than him. And Robert Johnson's the one that put that in me, man. He's passed away though a few years ago. It sucks, man. He was solid. I wish he was around and he could see what we've done. You know
Yeah,
what
we've done,
yeah.
You know, what seeds have sprouted from
Right.
what he's planted. You know what I mean?
Right,
Because
right.
those are, you know, I'm big into. Giving acknowledgement, you know, giving acknowledgement when it's due, you know what I mean? And some of those mentors that we've had, they never know the influence that they've had on people.
Right.
You know, they never know how far out they've reached out. You don't know how much you're affecting these kids.
Right.
You know, you might have an idea, but you really don't know how many of these kids are gonna look down, you know, 5, 10, 15 years down the road and say, oh, man, if it wasn't for that dude AJ, who knows where I'd be?
Man, you know, it's crazy that you say that, dude, because and I learned this from you, actually, man. Because I remember when, I don't know if you remember this, but I told you when you guys first came to the gym in Loveland, after we moved from the spot by Little Caesars, you guys came to the one, remember with the little ring and all that? That was in 2016, 2017. I think it was 2016 because 2017 is when we went to Silver Gloves. But, that's when we first came back after my son passed away. And I remember talking to you about that, and it was just like, I remember watching like how little Freddie was with you, Chino, the Grimaldos.
Yeah.
You know, like you had a fucking killer ass team, dude.
Yeah, it was.
What's the Victor? Dude. And I just remember like, yo, how tight you guys were. You know what I mean? You guys rolled around in a unit. Like,
oh, yeah.
To me, that was like, you know, just coming from like the gangbanging background, like to me, I was just like, yo, that's
how strong, man.
Strong, bro. It was always like a presence.
Yeah.
So like, and I remember, I don't know if you remember, like I told you, I'm like, Freddie always, because Freddie, you know, there was that little spurt. But Freddie always talked about you guys. You know what I mean? Like, yo, Longmont. You know, Ghost Town. You know, the little bit that I knew Victor outside of the ring. And so, Ghost Town. Chino, even to this day. You know what I'm saying?
It was good times, but it was a presence.
Yeah, and so like I think when I started, like I wanted that too.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to like slowly see it because some of these kids have been with me for that long now, like, since the return, you know, like.
It feels good, man. It feels good, you know, and you're developing into that. I see myself in you now, where the road you're headed. I came from the hood, man. You know, basically grew up on the streets by myself. You know, guys. You have people. You always have those people that help you out. You always have those shoulders to lean on and help you out throughout your life, But the way you're developing your gym and the people around you, the unity. I've been there, man. I've been there. And it's a good feeling. That's when times are good.
It's the best, man.
And ride that wave, and continue that feeder program.
Right.
I think I had a lot of stuff outside of the boxing world that affected me, and so there was a time where I had to kind of manage it, and but never completely left out of the game.
Right.
And now, I think that's what one of my motivating drives of why I want to come out here and talk to you guys, man.
Yeah.
And when I see good things happening, man, I want other people to see it.
I can't complain, man.
It's like I know your brother is a big part of what you do.
Man, my brother.
Even though he doesn't like to be on camera.
Bro, my brother. My brother. Yeah, you guys know. That's why Alex is laughing. My brother, I can't do this without him.
Yeah.
You're like the yin and the yang. Like you said, he don't talk. It's a trip, man.
Yeah, man. I don't know how you guys make it fucking work. I don't.
Bro, I tell people, all right, you guys. That's the team. Everybody, we just got done sparring. We had some guys who come up from Denver, La Familia from Longmont. They came up, so it's good, man. We got a lot of kids, and everybody's back in boxing. I love it. I love seeing all the kids, man. They're all hungry.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Heck yeah.
But yeah, like going back to my brother, man. It's like, it's a trip. Cool, man.
Remember what it is.
Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Be healthy.
Oh, man.
All right, brother.
Remember.
But yeah, man, like my brother, it's a trip, because everybody always says that, you don't talk, but it's like, ever since we were little, man, we knew how to communicate with like less, if that makes sense. Like he knows me and I know him before we even speak, and with the boxing, dude, like I couldn't do it without him, man. Like he, he's good with little kids, he's good with beginners, he gets to their level. I think that because he isn't a loud person, he doesn't talk, they listen better because it's like when he does speak, it's just like, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's just power, and then it's like they just know that, oh shit, he's speaking, like you better listen because it's not gonna get a lot out of him.
Yeah.
So but he's good with the new guys, and he's the foundation, their footwork, their stance, their hands, throwing a straight jab, bringing it back to a two.
Yeah.
He's just real good with that, man. And to be honest, dude, we got so many pros and advanced elite amateurs. Like it allows me to get with them while my brother's with them, and then we can just mesh in the middle. You know what I mean? Like I said,
you need that. You need that support, especially the bigger the program. You need that.
Straight up.
He's critical to the success of your program.
Straight up.
Because those kids, they need that foundation. They need those grassroots. You need that feeder system. Yeah. And it's like I said, it takes a village to raise a kid, but there's no more truth in that sense than in a boxing community.
Straight up.
Because to carry those kids from when they first walk in there, not knowing how to stand, not knowing whether they're left-handed, right-handed, southpaw, orthodox, not knowing a jab from a left hook, to get them to world championship status, it takes a team.
Yeah, man. And my brother, like I said, he's the best, But then you got the other guys, He interviewed Jared. Jared broke his rib right before his fight, man. It sucks, it happens.
Yeah.
Dude, since his injury, he's been in here helping coach. He can't do a lot, but he's in here helping with stance, hitting the bag, how to do this. All right, brother. But like Jared, Eric, Justin, he just won a world championship, but he's kind of taking some time out, but he comes in here, he works with the kids, he helps out when he can. Lugo helps out when he can. Dude, it's like you said, it takes a village, right? It takes our team, man, and a lot of the older guys, they give back, they help out. You know what I mean? When we go on our runs, Mother Cabrini, I got all the little kids and I got all the older guys. And the older guys are pushing the little guys, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like we're just a big unit, man. And what can you can't ask for nothing better.
That's good, man. That's good.
Lovely, so.
being in here, you know, having your team going and all that is one thing, but then you still got other teams, you know, that you still have that bond and that, you know, that mesh. You know, I mean, I know when we're training, you know, we reach out to you guys, we get working with you guys and all that. Which of the teams out there you want to give shout outs to, man?
You know, honestly, man, like I'm open to all of them. You know what I mean? But I am real kind of picky, like with you guys. You know, I got mad love, and I think it's just because of the work ethic. I like what you guys do. You guys push a certain. You guys have like a formula that works, and you expect it from everybody. You know what I'm saying? So from one coach to another, I respect that, and you don't like step off of that for nothing, and I like that about you. And so it follows into the, you know, it trickles down, right? So your fighters are the same way. So I want my fighters, I want them to be the best. So we go over there. The other team that we really work with real heavy, man, is Hit Squad. You know, Daniel and Sean. You know, Daniel Garcia, Sean DeMondre, and same thing with them, man. Like, you know, there's very few people, like I said, you know, that I really like call, and that I really, like I said, I'm open to everybody. Like right now, we got La Familia, we got North Denver Tigers in the gym right now, you know, giving all of our new guys work, you know, but you know, like I said, the ones that really stand out is you guys, Hit Squad, and really, the Southside Sluggers from Cheyenne. You know, I really respect Ray, Matt, Isaiah, Gabe.
They've been in
The game forever, dude. You know, I've known Matt.
I remember them from way back.
Dude, way back. You know, Pacheco days.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, just gyms like that, man. Like I said, just real. I just think that they expect a certain thing. All right, son. That's my brother. I don't know if you guys got him on camera.
Let's sneak the camera out over there.
He's looking like Doughboy. But I just like, to me, it's like, you know, when I mesh gyms, I feel like if you're not coming with that attitude of, yo, I'm going over there and we're gonna beat top notch, I respect that. You know what I mean? Like when Kevin and Pac and them come, they don't come here expecting like, hey, we're gonna take it easy. They're coming here to work. When Junebug and Sean and Dela come over here, they're not coming over here to, hey, we're gonna get some pity pat work. No. You know, when the Southside Sluggers come, they come here to work. So I respect that because my guys are the same way. Like I told you, like I treat my guys like, hey, we're trying to win world championships. Justin, he's the first. Eric's hopefully the second. Lugo's right behind him. Fernando, Grace, ready winning nationals. Junior already winning nationals. It's a formula. You guys, you know, everybody that you guys had, Junebug, Sean, them guys up there, it's a formula and it's working. So I want the same thing when we're training and we're sparring. And so it's not a knock on nobody. Like I got mad love if you got love. You know what I mean? I'm not with this, you know, chit chat stuff. You know, like I've had some issues in the past with people, but you know what I mean? It's like that's whatever. You know what I mean?
I think we've all had that. It's boxing. You know, but at the end of the day, you know, we have our goals. You know, we have the people that we see eye to eye with.
I just saw Justin. Justin says it best. Justin just said it in an interview the other day. He said, if you're not in this to be the best in the world, what are you doing? And a lot of people take that as being cocky. I love that Justin says that shit. And I tell all my kids that, like, I tell them that, like, you know, hey, we're the best. Like when we walk into places, we have this swag to us.
You
like,
gotta have it.
You got to. It's boxing. It's a one-on-one sport. And that's why you gotta have it. And that's why I love that Justin says it. And that's why I love you guys. I love Hit Squad, Daniel and them, and Matt and them up there in Cheyenne because you guys have that. And I respect that to the fullest. And a lot of people can't take that. Oh, they're being cocky. They're not humble. It's like, man, get out of here. That's why, the other thing is proofs in the pudding. Look around our gym. Belts, nationals. You know, wrestling with Boo Aliers. Dude, 4-time state, won gold at the Pan Am Games. That's out of this gym. It's the best. You know what I mean? Number 1 recruit in the nation. You know what I mean? We got the UNC wrestlers coming over here to start training with us. Dude, they're one of the top rising schools in the collegiate level. They want to come here because they understand this is where they should be.
Come get that work.
You know what I mean? And so it's just like, I hate when people like, you know, say it's being cocky and it's just like, well then, this is not the sport for you. Because at the end of the day, if you don't know me and you and Daniel and them, dude, you see how me and Daniel talk shit. If you see us on Facebook, you see the real us. But like you said, it's boxing.
Boxing, man.
Dude, like, if me and you were sparring back in our days, man, I'm gonna get Raul today. When we were done, Raul, let's go get some tacos, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's the way it is,
That's
man.
the way
you know?
it is.
Kids jump in the ring, they get the sport, you know, hey, they level up each other.
Level up, bro. I've had many times where me and you were like, man, I'm like, fuck Raul right now. But at the end of the day, it's like, yo, hey, bro, like,
Much love, man.
much love. I've been with Junebug. Dude, Junebug's fucked up a few of my guys, bro. And I'm just like, you know, and I'm like kind of upset. But at the end of the day, it's like you said, level up. Hey, we're gonna get that.
And you're all, you know, this boxing game does this.
Yeah.
You know, there was times where we've been at the top.
Yeah.
You know, and we were carrying the state, you know.
Yeah.
And then there's a time where that fades out. And somebody else is carrying the state. And that fades out. And somebody else is carrying the state.
I was just talking to Daniel about that, man, and I was just like, yo, like, we were just talking about that, and I was just like, that's to me, Hit Squad right now, you know, with Junebug, Sean, Jose Arellano, that team right now, dude, let's be real, you know what I mean? That's a solid team, you know what I mean? And they, you know, at all levels, you know, different weight classes, you know, lightweight, juniors, all that, like, dude, they're killers, you know what I mean? And, you know, that's why I love it, man. Like you said, it's a wave, you know, like
it's a wave, man. You know, I mean, I remember when Junebug was little. I remember when Sean was little. They weren't that team.
They got there though over time.
You know, you see
hard
the
work
teams rising up. You see, and then all of a sudden your team's on top. And then all of a sudden your guys, you know, turn pro, and then they start, you know, then their careers are over. Start all over from the bottom. Somebody else is on top.
When we
The
first
thing
started,
is that here's what I tell people. I've been able to see that cycle 3 times. I'd probably say it about 3 times now.
hell yeah.
The first time when it happened, it was a shock to me because I always thought we were going to sit on top. You know, back when Jesus was still fighting, you know, and you know, going back to those days, you know, we had fighters that.
What was Jesus' last name?
Noriega.
That dude was bad.
Yeah, you know,
That dude was
and
bad.
so, you know, we had a ton of other fighters that were good. Carlos, and you know, we had a whole squad of fighters. And then when we came off that mountain, man, and everybody else was above us, we're like, shit, you know, what happened? It's just the natural process of the boxing. You just start over with the next crop. And then you climb the top, then we start climbing the top. Now we had Ryan Grimaldo, and we had Chino, and we had Victor, and we had John Neal, and we had,
I remember,
you know, we had all these fucking killers, Freddie Marquez, and
Dude, Freddie was a beast.
you know,
Freddie was a
we
fucking
start
beast.
getting, now we start going back to the top.
Yeah.
You know? And then everything starts fading, and Chino's career ended, Ryan's career ended, and Victor, even though he still wants to fight, you know, it's one of those deals, you know? And now I start looking at the fighters again. I see Pac, I see Kevin. They got that fire, you know?
Yeah.
But right now, man, you guys are riding that wave, man.
Yeah, man. That's exactly what it is, man. Like you said, dude. And, you know, going back to, like, you know, just getting back into the game, you know, like, that's why I love you guys so much, man, because, you know, you helped me out when we first, you know, when we were in that gym in Loveland, and you gave me a lot of tips and a lot of advice, and Daniel and them, that's why I love them so much. And like you said, man, I looked at you guys, you know, and I just was like, yo, we're going to beat them guys. But it was never nothing like animosity. It was just like, yo, I want to. Same thing with Junebug and them. It was like, you know, I had a kid, Yaya, you remember him a couple years ago. It's like, we were getting ready for nationals and all this, and Junebug, Sean, all them, like, and so, you know, and it's like, that's how we got so tight, because it was just like, they were giving that work to Yaya, you know what I mean? And it's like, at some point, Yaya was just like right there, and it's like, that's all about, man. And right now, like with Justin, and, you know, even though it's MMA, you know, Eric, the world ain't ready for Eric. Like, they don't know Eric. They're about to know him, you know what I mean? And
Eric is diamond in the rough, man.
oh, dude, and he's another one, man. He's a coach's dream. Like, you know, Eric, it's a trip, man. It's a trip. Me and him have the same birthdays.
No,
I don't know if he told you or not.
No.
We have the same birthdays, just a lot of years apart. But yo, man, that kid, when he first came to me, you know, he had a little bit of experience, you know, with another gym. But he just like fell in love with like how I did things, and he came to me when we were at your gym.
Yeah.
You know, and we just clicked, man. And dude, that dude, I love Eric, man. His work ethic is just out of this world. He does what I say. Not that I'm like a dictator, but you know what I'm saying. Eric,
Coachable.
Yeah, he's coachable, and he respects me, and he just like really like looks up to me, and in return, like it makes me just like I'm there for him, you know. This kid right here, he's the next one too, man.
Oh, yeah.
He just won the nationals, that national tournament. It's not like a legit national; it's just a national tournament, like local.
Yeah.
This kid did his thing up there, man. First fights.
Hell yeah.
He did his thing up
Right on,
there.
man.
So watch out for Jeremiah.
We'll be interviewing Jeremiah pretty soon.
But yeah, man, Eric, dude, he just dude, Eric, you know, people don't know this about him, but dude, he's a big dude, but he moves like, you know, he's a middleweight. You know, he cracks with the best of them.
Oh, yeah.
You know, when I first got him, you could just tell they were focused on power. You remember, just power. He couldn't even go. I remember you doing those mitts with him, and he could barely last a round. No cardio. All they wanted to teach him was big bombs, and it's like, dude, now this dude, we're getting 10, 12 rounds with DeVarrell Williamson and Kenny Lemos and all them guys. Like, you know what I mean? Like now it's like it's a whole different setting shit up. You know, he's moving. Dude, his footwork is beautiful now. Like, you know, Justin moves around with him, and like he moves with Justin. Like,
that's
you know,
good.
his dude is beautiful.
His footwork was non-existent.
No, none at all.
You know, he was
move his
a lumberjack.
head.
Just chop you down.
Chop you down. No head movement. But now, dude, he's slick. You know, that's what I tell him, because he's a smaller heavyweight. And just watch, man. Like, dude, he's looking beautiful. You know what I mean? We were one fight away from making over at the trials, you know, for the Olympics. But dude, you know, for only having like 20-some fights, he shouldn't even been in there. And we were right there. You know what I mean?
But you know what? That was during the time when it was hard for him to train.
Yeah, it was.
You know, I mean, working the oil rigs.
Yep.
You know, that shit takes its toll, man.
It was, and he was here. He was going along with us.
I think, like with Ryan, you know, I think that's what Ryan's difficulty. And Ryan was championship caliber.
Ryan was a beast. Ryan was a beast.
But I think, you know, working with the oil rigs and the scheduling, man, that fucks with him, man.
Yeah.
It was hard until, you know, I think during the time, it was probably a harder time for Eric than it is now.
Yeah, for sure.
And his time is now.
Yeah, it is.
His time is now.
That's like going back to what I told you. You know, our team. I think our team right now is just like, it's just on that. It's on that wave. You know what I mean? We got Colton's fighting next month. You know, Eric, Fernando fights Saturday. Justin, Lugo.
Yeah.
Just that core group right there. Dude, any coach would love it. You know what I mean? Because they're all pushing each other, man. And you know, and like with Eric, dude, he has all the work now. You know what I mean? Like you knew, we could never get sparring for him. We could never just get good work. Now we got Colton, we got Joaquin when he's in here. Even Lugo, dude. Lugo gets in there with him.
Yeah.
For being only at 165, you know, when he's not fighting, you know, dude, Lugo goes rounds with him. Fernando goes rounds with him. But now we hooked up with DeVarrell and them over there at Touch and Sleep. And dude, DeVarrell brings in heavyweights for Eric on the weekends, and Kenny Lemos. You know, even though he's old as fuck.
That boy can bang, bro.
Kenny cracks me up. I love Kenny.
I love Kenny,
hey,
man.
DeVarrell though. DeVarrell.
Oh yeah.
Hey, bro, DeVarrell gets in there with Eric. Dude gives him everything. Everything Eric
No
can handle.
shit.
Hey, bro.
I'm out the time. I sit there all the time.
Hey, bro. I didn't think DeVarrell. I knew how good he was back then. But he's older now, you know what I mean? Not to take anything away from him, but I was like, man, like, Eric just...
What does he have?
What does he have? Hey, bro. Dude, that first time...
He's talking about making a comeback, dude.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
so, and so can't say too much, but it's...
Hey, bro, he gave Eric... Dude, we sparred maybe like 4 or 5 times over there now. Dude, he gives him nasty work. You know what I mean?
He's good, man. I love Kenny Little, man. That's my dog, bro.
Kenny's a trip, bro.
He's been in there with some of the toughest, man.
Yeah.
Some of the toughest.
Yeah. But it's good, man. I'm loving it, man.
That's good, man.
I'm just loving the kids, man. I just love what we got, dude. And it's allowing me to just do. This is my path. I'm gonna do this forever, dude. You know what I mean? And there's just like so much more. Yeah, it is, bro. Like, you were around when I went through my split, you know, with that whole situation with my ex, and bro, like the gyms, you know, like I said, man, you know, this is not no sob stuff, but you know, in 2015, my son passed away. The gym is what saved me then, you know what I mean? Like, I got back into it like a year later, like real heavy, and here I am, dude. And like, when I went through that split with my ex, you know what I mean? With you guys were there heavy at that point. Daniel was real heavy at that point, and staying in the gym, bro, I love this place. And I just realized now, man, like, I got so much that I could offer. And it's not just boxing, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, dude, you know how we grew up, you know what I mean? Like, and I talk to Daniel about this all the time. Like, I don't, like, Eric I'll use Eric as an example. He don't have to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, he did in the rigs. That dude was making bang. Like the models, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He doesn't have to do this, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's like, all right, coach. You good now? But it's like, you know what I mean? It's trust it, you know what I mean? And that speaks to, when I look at it, it's like, it shows me that they just have trust in me.
Yeah.
And it's like with the kids, you know, it's like, they just, like I said, bro, they know where we come from. And so like, dude, we get some rough kids in here. And so we're able to like talk just like life into them. Like, you know, knowledge itself.
Yeah, because we can relate.
We could relate to them, and they just know, and it's like, yo, it's my brother. Well, my brother was one of the wildest on the streets. But now look at him. And,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? That dude, he's the
Oh, it
best
has,
dude.
man. You know, boxing has saved a lot of people. You know,
For real.
and it, you know, boxing it's saved a lot of people because of what boxing is comprised of. Boxing is comprised of people like you and me.
Right,
You know, and then down the road, the Justins of the world.
right,
You know, the Lugos of the world.
right.
You know, Jared. Look at Jared.
Dude.
You know, that saved him.
Exactly, it did,
You know what I
man.
mean? It saved us all in one way. You know, brother. You know.
Yeah.
You know, I'm still. You know, hopefully we will be opening up our gym here pretty soon and get active in that. You know, I've been really active with the Golden Gloves and trying to stay active with trying
That's
to
probably the best
positive,
thing, too. I
you
just
know?
want you to know, I don't know if I, like, let it be known on camera. Golden Gloves in Colorado, I mean, it's always been big, but it was kind of fading. Dog, you guys brought that.
Right on. And I
You know what I
appreciate
mean?
that
Like,
because
because Golden Gloves the last few years was whack.
yeah,
You know what I mean? I am
yeah.
gonna,
No,
like,
I heard that a lot.
you know, bro, the uniforms that they were giving us for regionals and nationals, just everything. But you guys came this last year, and
Yeah,
man, like that was dope.
I appreciate that, man, because you know what? I love that people have seen the difference, and man, that's been a big fuel in my fire. Is that you know, people have came out and said, bro, what a fucking difference, man, in the gloves.
for real.
And, you know, I'm glad I've been able to make an impact and been able to go in there and take a role. You know, fuck tournament director, bro. I never thought I was gonna be tournament director, you know, and now, you know,
It gives the kids something to look toward.
Yeah.
Bro, like, you know, Justin, I always tell Justin, like, wrestling, you know, MMA even, how do you say this, like, so that it's politically correct, but boxing attracts, I gotta pay rent here, you gotta pay rent at your gym. So we gotta charge dues. How many times do you get your dues? You know what I mean? Like, how many times?
it's a struggle.
It's a struggle, you know what I mean? Because those are the type of kids you attract. Now with wrestling programs, MMA programs, man, they're charging, you know,
Four times as much.
and they're getting it.
Yeah.
Every month, automatic.
Yeah.
We ain't getting that.
No, we ain't
You know what I'm saying? So like what you're doing with Golden Gloves, it helps us because it's like, yo, like look what you get. You know what I mean? Look what that tight belt, that tight uniform, that tight jacket.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why it's a big part of
It has
these
to be.
interviews with the kids,
Yeah,
you
man.
know? When we go and interview the kids coming out of the ring, you know, smallest to the biggest,
Straight up.
you know, they
Straight
love
up,
that, you know?
dude, they love it. And dude, that's what I'm saying. Dude, I love that you guys are part of it now. Like all that, that you brought up these interviews, bro. You have no. I've had kids from our gym. I remember. You remember Ray Ray?
Yeah.
Dude, I remember him was like, man, I can't wait to get an interview with them guys. Like he was always talking about, I just want to get an interview after my fight. Like I'm like, oh yeah, bro. You know what I mean? Like it's tight, man. It gives these kids something to work towards, you know, because this is a poor man's game.
Yeah, it
so
is.
for a lot of years, man, we didn't have things like this, and we didn't have, you know, tight stuff like Golden Gloves or Silver Gloves. You know, even Silver Gloves is better than what it used to be. Like, you know, as far as what it is, and you know, even on a national level, like I got to give credit where credit's due. Like with Mike Campbell, like I keep it real, man. Like I've been at national tournaments for many years. It's kind of shitty.
Yeah.
In the last couple of years, dude, Mike's really stepped it up.
You
know, and it's like, dude, like I was there with Junebug when he won those, you know, with Eric and Grace, and I was like, oh, this is tight. You know what I mean?
Tight.
This is tight now.
Oh, yeah.
Before it was just like, yeah. You know what I mean? It was whatever, but I don't know, man. It's tight, man. Boxing, I think, you know, just in a whole, man, is just really.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's. I don't know. What do you think? Like, I feel like it's.
I think there's a resurgence in it, man, definitely.
Hell yeah.
And I think it's gonna come back even stronger.
Hell yeah.
You know, especially with all this shutdown, it's gonna show how our unity just never wandered.
Straight up.
You know.
Straight up.
And so, you know, that's what we're here today, man. And you know, I appreciate you opening up the doors and letting us come in and take a little peek at what's going on in down here in your dungeon.
Yeah,
You got good things going. You got good things going, bro. And you know, fucking proud of you, bro.
Appreciate it, man.
I'm proud of what I see, what you got going on, and
Appreciate it, man.
you know, we like I said, we have a lot in common, and shit. There's always gonna be love there, dog.
Always, man. Appreciate you guys, man.
Okay?
Appreciate you guys.
Just keep going, keep doing what you're doing, bro.
For sure.
And we're gonna be coming back. You're gonna see a lot of us down here because they got things popping out here, and you know, I want everybody to see what's going on over here, man.
Sure, man. Yeah, I love it, dude. I love it. It's only gonna get bigger, man.
Cool.
It's only gonna get bigger, man. So.
Right on, dog.
Let me get some real quick, man. Is it cool? I just like, hey,
Go for it, dog.
dude. Like, I just think it's huge, and I think it's to me, it's a big deal. You know, we got Justin over here, dude. Justin just won a world championship, bro. Like, you know, I can't like express this enough, man. Like, bro, we're in Greeley.
Come on into the picture, Justin. Come on into the picture.
We're in Greeley, dog. Like people don't realize how small Greeley is. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? And being in the boxing.
That's why when I came in and I was like, "Where you from?
Right.
Where you from? Where you from?" And everybody's like, "They're all local."
Greeley, baby, and that's what's tight about it. Justin just won a world championship, dude. It's putting Greeley on the map. You know, like the wrestling program's not here no more because I outgrew it, but it's at Central now. But like with Boo, you know what I mean? Like he just won gold at the Pan Ams, 4-time state. Dude, a monster right here from Greeley.
Yeah.
He decided he could have went to any university probably, and he decided to stay in Greeley. You know what I mean? He's representing.
Represent, man. That's what it's about, man. We put on for our city, man. We
Eric,
talked about it.
Eric's right here from Greeley. He doesn't want to go nowhere else, dude. You know what I'm saying? Lugo, he's a transplant. But that dude reps Greeley like no other.
Yeah.
And dude, like, I love it, man. Like, you know, like back in the day with you guys in Longmont. Bro, everybody knew Ghost Town. That was Longmont shit.
That was
you know what I mean?
Longmont
That was
shit.
Longmont shit all day long. Hit Squad is Denver shit all day long.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So like to me, I'm big on repping, you know, Greeley, 970. Like Justin, I give shit to Mike all the time. Use this guy like a female, dude. You know what I mean? Ride him. You know what I mean?
We just talked. We just said the same thing.
Get him right off of this wave, like you said. There's
Like
waves,
that
right?
wave, man.
Right now we're on a wave,
You know how many doors this guy will open for a lot of these down here?
and it's not just MMA, it's boxing. He'll tell you this program do this.
Dude, our numbers have jumped. The consistency of just people who are serious about it and they want to be with the best, man.
Yep.
It's whether it's me who brought them, whether it's AJ who brought them, they stick here and they stay here for a reason because, man,
Yep.
our success doesn't lie, man.
And the success is a combination of all of you. You know, because there's a piece of you and a piece of you and a piece of everything that's going on
Straight up.
that keeps that mesh together, you know?
Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard.
You know, and
That's the
you,
thing.
you ain't gonna tell me because I've already been there, seen that. I know what Team Unity is all about.
Hell yeah.
And Team Unity, you feel it, you taste it, you smell it. And when I walk in this place, dude, you feel it, you taste it, you fucking smell it.
That's what I'm saying, man.
You know what I
Justin,
I love this place, man.
Justin's
And
the
so-
first, man. Justin's the first.
Ride that wave, dude. Ride that wave and keep doing what you're doing because, man, there's no better feeling in the world, man. It's like Jared earlier, he says, no matter what problems he might face out there, he might be down or whatever's going on, he walks in here
Each and every one of us are here for each other.
and everything's out the window.
Bro, that's the thing, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I wanted to say, man. Like, that's what, dude. This, like, me. You know what I mean? Like, he knows a little bit of my story. Like, bro, I'm here every day, bro. This thing, bro. And it's like people like him, Jared, Eric, Little Junior. You know what I mean? Like, bro, we're just like it's family in here.
I like to think I'm a gym rat. I am always in the gym. But if there's somebody in the gym more than me, this guy,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Always.
Needs to be.
I'm always here, man.
Dude,
Needs to be.
But you know, but in return, though, I'm here because they're here. I'm here, bro. You know, Eric's here right at 4 o'clock waiting for me. That little kid Jeremiah, right at 4 o'clock waiting for me. Gabby, boom. Jared, boom. Oh, it's like, man, that's what I'm saying, man. In this world, you know, going back to the whole Greeley thing, bro. Like, it's happening here, man. Like, I'm telling you, dude. Like, it's happening. Watch me.
Yeah.
Lugo fight Saturday.
You know, it's like
Friday.
You know, I make my rounds, talking to people, talking to gyms, you know, and people are like, you know, okay, you guys are in Longmont, okay. How many gyms in Longmont? You know, a lot of people think there's only one gym in Longmont.
Right.
You know, they think it's just been Ghost Town forever.
Right.
But there's 2 gyms, but then okay, how many gyms are up north? you know, nobody really thinks there's any gyms in Fort Collins.
Right.
And everybody's like, okay, there's a shitload of, there's several gyms in Greeley, but you only hear Top Notch. You know, now it's like, that name is just resonating, you know what I mean? It was out there for the longest time, for a while, was a name that you would hear, but Top Notch right now, man, that's
So I'm saying,
We're
man.
hot, bro. We're growing. We're getting bigger. We're getting better, man, as a team. It's like,
That's the thing, man.
Gets me excited.
These dudes are making me better, bro. Like I never, like I told you, and you know, I never. MMA was cool, but it wasn't until I met him and Lugo. And with that, man, I had to like step my game up because it's like it's not boxing per se. It's
different
it's,
animal,
you know, it's stand up. You know, and so I had to learn that. Now I'm over here throwing kicks with them, and you know, catching knees and all that. And it's like it's elevating my game. And now, you know, I can take that over. With that. Now it's making even Eric better because little things that they do, I'm like, oh man, try this because he does it. I bet you it's gonna work for you.
just being a student of
We
the fight.
all are.
Exactly.
Yeah, man, and it's dope, dude. Like, I wish people, you know what I'm saying, like, they would be open-minded like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it is beautiful. Like, what we got going on here, I wish you could see our group chat. You could, that would, like, that's the best way that I think anybody could really grasp, like, how beautiful it is here.
Yeah.
Unless you come here, our group chat alone will just make you fall in love with this place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I mean,
trust
even
me,
though I got to turn it off
I
sometimes.
love it. Like, okay, dude, enough is enough. Like, I love it, man.
Yeah, man, it's tight. But yeah, man.
It's
that's
deeper than the gym, man.
It's
It
ghost.
really is.
It's ghost town when you guys were in the white building.
Yep.
When at the
The upstairs.
Upstairs.
Huh?
What was that? Mountain View?
Mountain View.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. You know
That
what
was
I'm
Ghost Town,
saying? That
man.
was Ghost Town, and that's what this is like right now. It's
Yeah.
just come in here and be ready. You know
That's
what I mean?
good, man. That's good.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm proud of you, man, and I'm happy for you guys, man. Cause man, that's what we need. We need more of that, especially with all the bullshit going on in this world, man.
For real, man.
We need more of that out there, man. You know.
Positivity, man. It's something to look forward to instead of just COVID, instead of just riots, instead of just all the nonsense, man. We need
Yeah.
some positivity in this world.
Straight up.
That's
man.
right. That's right, man. Well, thank you, bud.
Cool, man.
Thank you for your time, baby.
All right, man.
Again,
Next time.
you already know it.
Cool, brother.
Okay, Trey,
Thank you, brother. Love it.
coming to a theater near you.
That's right. That's right. Cool, man.
Good work, man.
Hell yeah.